Hello everybody, it's Glass Half Dead here, and this is the first year where I am not going to be buying a Christmas Battleforce for Warhammer 40k or Age of Sigmar. However, if you're a subscriber, I do want to give you a double hello. Now you might be wondering, what is a double hello worth? It's certainly not worth the £125 that you are now going to require to get a Christmas Battleforce. But if you want to get one of those double hellos, which might inflate and be worth the full battle box next year, who knows, I'm not a betting man, then subscribe now and you'll get one in the next video. Here's the crux of the video. GW has increased the price of the Christmas Battleforce boxes by 25%. That is massive, and this is a company that has already publicly stated that they have already built in the issues that Brexit will cause the economy into their pricing structure. How are they justifying a 25% increase from last year, and are we getting 25% more models? What we really have to ask is, what is Games Workshop doing for us?
And what have they ever given us in return?
Memes are done. I just kind of had to lead you into doing a Monty Python skit. You know, I figure the channel's 2.5 years old. It's time I do a Monty Python skit, right? Let's actually go over these Battleforce boxes, okay? £125. So, here's the thing, okay? I like to think of myself as a very fair, reviewer of Games Workshop as a company. I think they do a lot of things quite poorly. But they also provide a lot of things for the community of hobbyists as a whole. And I think they need to be called out when they do the bad things, but I think they should also be praised when they do the good things. So I do want to look over some of these boxes and say the positives before I go back to what I had said before the memes about why are they doing this? Is it outright profiteering? Here's the thing, okay? If you want to take a very negative view on this, they've just released 9th edition. A lot of new players have come into the scene. They need armies. They want to get cheap armies. GW very rarely does actual reduced models. This is the only way to get them. Is GW just seeing this and saying, oh, well, we're just going to charge 25% more? And if that is what they're doing, are we okay with that? Is that fine? Or do we see that as predatory and say, well, they're just taking as much money as they can get without giving anything in return? Apart from, obviously, the memes already done where they give us literally the entire community. That's the thing. So I'm not going to talk about all of these. They are what they are. I think the Imperial Guard one looks particularly sad, and I would not buy that one. Poor guys. I think all of the others look really decent, actually. Before I knew the price, I looked at all of these and considered them. I just want to quickly touch on the Necrons. I think the Necron box is great. Actually, coincidentally, it has the most savings of any box that they're doing this year. But it's also an entire kill team. You've got Necrons, Necron warriors. You've got Immortals, who can also be your Death Marks. You've got Praetorians, they're showing here, but they're also your Lich Guard. And you've got a Commander in the Cryptek there. This little box is your entire kill team, possible. And if you've picked up Indomitus, again, thinking of the new players, you've picked up Indomitus or the Recruit, Elite or Commander edition of 40k, add this box to that, you've got yourself a nice little army. I obviously don't know much about 40k and the competitive meta in that regard. I don't know if that's actually a good purchase from I want my army to be really effective. But just as is, you're going to have a lot of models. You're going to have different ways of building your little army. That's really good. Yeah, I think this is a brilliant box that I was tempted to buy. You can see on this little thing behind me, okay, this just looks like a bunch of grey plastic to you. That's the Indomitus box of Necrons, plus their scenery, because I thought that would look cool on my next kill team battle report. And Silent King, because, I just love GW doing these diorama models. I want to buy them all. They're great. Give me more diorama models. That's all I'm saying. I'm being a bit too positive here, aren't I? Let's bring it back to the negativity. I apologise. I came here to bitch about GW, so let's do that. So I've gone over all of the prices of these boxes and how much you're actually saving. You are saving the same as you were last year. So you're getting a little bit more value. That's a loaded phrase. You are getting a little bit more value in each box, but you're saving the same amount as last year. So the percentage that you are saving is lower this year. You're paying more. You're saving, I believe the average saving is £65, or like £68, I think. And you were saving that last year as well, but now you're paying more. You also get more. Is that worth it? I mean, that's up to you guys. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. When I was looking at these originally, and I thought, oh, they're £100, I might pick one up. I was looking specifically in the Necrons. Not that I need more, but I was 100% going to just impulse buy those. Not so much the Tower, but Tyranids, maybe. And that was it. And then, because I'm that kind of, addicted person, I looked over here as well, and I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe, maybe I should start my Age of Sigmar army. I do like the fantasy. I like Caradron Overlords. Jeez, that's a stumbler. But this is a terrible box for them, so I thought, no, okay, I'm not going to buy that. I mean, that's nothing. I don't like their floaty boys. If they had swapped those two squads of floaty boys, who I believe are the models you need to use in the army, I believe they're the most effective ones. And just given the, just the regular little box of 10-man squads, that I probably would have bought that. That would have been a great thing. I'm still looking for an excuse to buy my flying ships. So I'm always tempted by the Caradron Overlords. They haven't pulled... That box could have pulled me into Sigmar. Now I like this because there's lots of models, and they're quite big and chunky models. So they've done a good job of making this photo look good. But then I was like, no, I'm not actually going to play them. And the Squig Hoppers, maybe. I was tempted by this until I realised it's £125, and if you look at the box last year, it's £100 and almost the same. So I was just like, okay, I see what they've done there. They're just screwing you, basically. Assuming that you want something from last year. And that's my review of the Christmas battle boxes. Yeah. G-dubs. I don't like what they're doing, but here's my question to you guys. By not buying any of these, am I cutting off my nose to spite my face? Serious question. GW doesn't do savings often. I can buy these at 25% off from the place I normally buy my Warhammer, so they're still under £100. Should I buy? Or should I accept that my spending habits on Games Workshop products are primarily a symptom of depression, and I'm doing it as a form of retail therapy, and I don't need any of these boxes? I don't want any of these 40k to be my main armies. I'm working on other ones. The Sigmar maybe have a little bit more truth in that I want them, because I would like to start a Sigmar army. But I don't know. Let me know, should I pick something up, or should I accept that these aren't for me? And this year, these are for other people. These are for players new to 9th. These are for people that want a fresh army. And sure enough, if you don't have any models and you're looking to get in, these are great boxes. But maybe they're not for me. What are you guys going to buy? What here still interests you, knowing that it is a quarter of the price more? 25% this year than last. Are you annoyed at GW? Am I the only one annoyed at this? Am I being like super privileged right now? And like, oh, how dare they raise their prices? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I decided to record this video before like sleeping on it and thinking and really getting my politics in order. I don't know. Is this okay? Is it not? Genuinely curious. Anyway, everybody, this would be Glass Half Dead, and it's if you've made it till the end of the video, I think we all know it's a big triple hello to you. God, you're beautiful. Oh man, damn. If I could see you, I'd be hard right now. But luckily that's not how, you know, this works. But anyway, I hope you've had a good day, and I hope you continue to have a good day. Are you picking up any of these boxes? Let me know. Goodbye.